Next, 50th question. So 49, I hope we all studied that. 49 is one of the important question. So 49B part is the example for what, everybody? 49B is the example of all of you. Self-reduction. So for self-reduction, this is one of the best example. So whenever it will happen in exam also, keep it in mind. So you have to be very careful. Unless you practice like this type of questions, you cannot experience in exam. So next one is a non-metal A is an important constituent of our blood and forms two oxides B and C. Two oxides B and C. Oxide B is the toxic, whereas C causes global warming. Of course, by using a word, by hearing a word called as global warming, you can say that is carbon dioxide. Am I right or no, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Next, which is very toxic. I used to use a word called as silent killer. Colorless,
Sir, carbon monoxide.
silent killer. Yes. So silent killer it is. So that is what carbon monoxide, CO. Identify A. What is A? That metal.
Carbon.
So carbon. That's all. Over. So that is only the question. Now, to which group of periodic table does A belong in? That is what they are asking. Which group of periodic table does A belong in? Carbon. So carbon, it is belongs to the 14th of periodic table. Group 14. Group 14 of periodic table. So let us verify that also. So I will show you. We all have seen the periodic table already. Many times I have shown you. So you can notice it. Carbon is present in, check it all of you. What is that family? You can verify it. So group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14. Actually, it is a group 15 element. Sorry, it is not 14. So carbon belongs to group 15 actually. Next 16, 17. Sorry, wrong. You have done mistake somewhere. So actually carbon is belongs to group 14 only. So count it now. 18, 17, 16, 15, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Correct, everybody? So it is belongs to what group? Group number 14, not 15. I did mistake in counting. Okay. So it is belongs to which group, everybody? Totally, we are having 18 group. Group 1, group 2, group 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is 13 and this is 14. 15, 16 and 17. Keep it in mind. 17 group only we used to called as halogens. 16th group is to called as oxygen family. 15th group we is to called as nitrogen family. 14th group we is to called as carbon family. And 13th group we is to called as boron family. So this is the basic at least information about the periodic table. So just have remember. So carbon belongs to what? What group, everybody? Yes, please.
Carbon.
14th group. Carbon family. 14th group. Okay. Now, totally periodic table having 7 periods. You can notice it. First one you can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So 7 periods and 18 groups. That is what is our periodic table. So in that 14th group is belongs to carbon family. So that is only the answer they are asking. Clear, everyone? All of you. So it is belongs to which group of periodic table does A belonging? 14th group of periodic table. Please write it. Clear? Pitakshri. Next. Give two examples of each of the metals that are good conductors and poor conductors of heat respectively. So metals good conductors of heat. Best. Good
Silver and copper.
Yes. So we can take silver and as well as everybody copper. Okay, so I will take it Ag and copper. Next, poor conductors of electricity. Everybody, poor conductors
Lead.
of electricity. Yes, lead, Pb. Sorry, heat, not electricity. Lead and as well as mercury.
Mercury.
Please remember. While teaching time also, I have taught you exceptional cases. You can remember that. Next, name one metal and one non-metal that exist in a liquid state at room temperature. So we all know that one metal which is at liquid state already existed. Everybody?
Mercury.
Mercury.
Is the metal. Mercury is the metal. Next one, non-metal.
Bromine.
Bromine. Understanding?
Bromine.
Bromine is the non-metal. What is the symbol of bromine? Br.
Br.
Next, they are asking. Also name two metals. See, on the day I have taught, but you might be think no importance. Now it is having importance. Two metals having melting point less than 310 Kelvin. 310 Kelvin. So there is a two metals who is having less than 310 kelvins, and they are also even if you put on hand, they will melt. If you put on your hand, they will melt. What is that metal?
Gallium.
Yes,
Gallium and cesium.
gallium and cesium. On the day I taught you, many of you don't know what is the importance of it. Now, do you understand, everybody? Even if you put in our palm, they will start melting. That is what we used to call as gallium and cesium, not sodium, Manikandan. So gallium and cesium, whose melting point is less than the room temperature, that is what, almost 37 degrees Celsius. So normally if you put on palm also, they will start melting. So please note it. On the day I taught you or not, teaching time, everybody check your classworks. You have done or not? Yes or no? All of you. That is what. So very important one. So the metals which are ready to turn into liquid state, these are gallium and cesium. So now the same one, tabular column for class 9th, you might be check it. How many of you remember? I don't know, but I remembered because I studied. So if you notice it, class 9th chapter number 2, if you all observe very carefully, this is what is our old book. New book is many things deleted. In this also I will show you. All of you read this tabular column, everybody. So more to know, you might be check it. 9th class we used to read this one. All of you can see that. So majority of the elements are solids. 11 elements are in gaseous state at room temperature. So 2 elements are liquid at room temperature. What is what that, guys? Everybody? Mercury, and another one is what? Bromine. Next, that is what? This is a metal and this is a what, guys? Mercury is everybody.
Non-metal.
Yes. So mercury is the metal and bromine is the non-metal. Over. Now, so okay, mercury is Hg, bromine is Br. Next, see the next point. Elements gallium and cesium becoming liquid at room temperature slightly above room temperature. That is what? 303 Kelvin. So 303 Kelvin means it is less than 310 Kelvin. That is the question they are talking now. They are putting here less than 310 Kelvin. 310 Kelvin means 37 degrees Celsius. So now here 303 Kelvin. Above room temperature 303 Kelvin. So 303 minus 273. Subtract it and tell me how much is the answer. 303 minus 273. Everybody. How much, Ra? 30. So at 30 degrees itself, they'll
30
start
Celsius.
getting into liquid state. This is class 9th, chapter number 2, chemistry. Is our matter around us pure? Matter around us pure. Okay, that is the importance of study. What you are studying in 9th to 10th, this is what it is. Okay, so you can see that the turn up, the every point in this tabular column is turn up into the question. Clear, everybody? Understand, Amma? All of you? So note it. Next, an element A react with water to form a compound B, which is used in whitewashing. Whitewashing means by this time we understand what is that element. Whitewashing means how many times we studied. Yes, whitewashing means definitely it is a what? Everybody. Calcium. Sorry. So that's all. The compound B on heating forms an oxide C, which on treatment with the water gives back B. This is a chapter 1 question. Identify A, B, and C and give the reactions involved. So very simple. A is calcium and compound B on heating forms an oxide C. So that is what we used to call. What is that, guys?
Calcium hydroxide.
Calcium hydroxide.
Calcium hydroxide.
And C, which will gives the oxide. What is that oxide?
Calcium oxide.
That's all. So you can form the equations. So it's very popular equations. So calcium reacting with the water. Calcium reacting with the water. We are going to get what, guys? Calcium
Calcium
oxide
hydroxide.
plus there is a gas will evolve. What is a gas?
Hydrogen.
Hydrogen. So now this calcium hydroxide is undergoes heating. So it will turn up into what? Calcium oxide plus it will turns into water. Understanding, everybody? And if it will react, calcium oxide react with the water, again we'll get back. What will get back? Calcium hydroxide. That's what they are asking. Okay. So please make sure that unless you understand, please don't write the question. It's very necessary that you are understanding and doing. So please proceed. Once it is over, let me know. Are you clear, everybody? Completed? Mr. Johan, Kaushik, very important one. So please make sure that whenever you are getting whitewashing, means calcium oxide is the raw material. All of you remember that. I'm calling Mr. Johan and Kaushik what I told you yesterday. Mr. Sanjay Kannan, again sleeping.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, not right. Read and write. Understand the question and do. Completed, ma? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any doubt, please let me know. All of you clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So next question. A call to that Omar and Mr. Vijay also. So next question. So see that question to question, there is much variation and our involvement is compulsory. Unless you understand the question, you cannot be. That's what I want to. You should understand the question before answering. Mr. Johan, are you there? Read 54th question. Again, I am calling Mr. Johan. Read 54 question.
Yes, sir.
Yes. First, alkali metals. All of you tell me, what is the examples of alkali metals? At least tell me. What do you mean by alkali metals? Which group is to called as alkali metals? Everybody?
Second or third.
Group 1 metals we used to call it as alkali metals, except hydrogen. Am I right or wrong? Hydrogen. Where it will start? Lithium, sodium, potassium, so on. So these are called as alkali metals. First group, except sodium, remaining all we used to call it as alkali metals. So an alkali metal A, Mr. Johan, start reading. An alkali metal A, what? Gives a compound B.
Compound
whose
B
molecular mass
molecular mass equal to 40.
40. Yesterday also we got this one. 40. Molecular mass is 40. Means by this time you know that. What is that compound, guys? Everybody.
So
Calcium.
Calcium, Ray.
Sodium hydroxide.
Compound. Harijara.
Sodium
It is not.
Sodium hydroxide.
Yes. See, alkali metal forming a compound whose molecular mass is 40. Understand, Harijaras?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Then what is that compound? Directly you can find it. What is that, guys?
Sodium.
Sodium hydroxide.
And reacting with the water. So the compound B gives a soluble compound C on treatment with the aluminum oxide. What is that soluble compound? Which is soluble in water. While teaching time, very clearly I mentioned, Mr. Harish, down you have written it, which is soluble in water, aqueous state.
Sodium aluminate.
Sodium aluminate. Who is that? Mr. Noor, I think. Am I right? Noor?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, very good. Sodium aluminate. Identify A, B, C and give the reactions involved. One of the toughest equations. If you are not having a basic knowledge, you are impossible to answer these questions. So first of all, alkali metals means lithium, sodium, potassium, at least the three elements you know. But by seeing a molecular mass 40 U, I will understand that definitely that alkali metal is a what? Everybody? Yes, please.
sodium.
Sodium. That is what
Sodium.
you remember. That is your observation. So once you study something, it has to carry forward. So I will identify A is the sodium. Why? Because it is forming a compound whose molecular mass 40, 100% it is a B. B is a what? Everybody. Yes,
Sodium
please.
hydroxide.
B is a sodium hydroxide. So that is what it is. So let us finish the first equation. So sodium plus water. Tejaswini, are you there? Which will gives you sodium hydroxide plus H2. Balance it fastly. Gayatri, Ramya, Hasini, you people balance it. Make it fast. Girls, balance the equation fastly. Boys, finish that. Once you get a chance, you have to finish it. What is the balancing equation? Everybody. 2Na plus 2H2O.
2H2.
Gives you
2H2.
2NaOH plus H2. Now this NaOH, this compound B gives a soluble compound on treatment with the aluminum oxide. So what is that? So compound B, sodium hydroxide, which will react with the aluminum oxide, Al2O3s. Tell me, this is compound B. What is the products will come? All of you speak, guys. Which will gives you soluble compound. So the soluble compound is what, guys? All of you.
Sodium.
Sodium aluminate.
NaAlO2. Soluble compound. Clearly write it. Soluble in water. So anything soluble in water, bracket, we have to write it what? Aqueous
Aqueous.
plus
Yes.
H2O. Balance it, boys. Rohit, are you doing, Rohit? I want to know, Pugal. So 2NaOH,
Sir.
2NaAlO2. That is what is that? Finish it fastly. So name is sodium aluminate. What is the name of this one? Everybody?
Sodium.
Sodium aluminate. Please make sure everybody understand and solve. Otherwise, namesake, don't solve simply. I don't want anybody who is simply solving. Like to solve and then only proceed. Mr. Naveen, are you solving? Mr. Sriram? Hasin?
Sir.
Sir.
Please understand the question and solve. Very, very tough. I am saying you this year, science will be 100% challenging paper. If you are like this, like a buffoon, No use of studying at all. Completed means let me know. Right, next question. At least we'll try to finish this today. We'll go, many chapters are there, many things are there. I want to teach every chapter, everything. PD2 is coming. Already 10 days over. Today, August 9. 20 days. Simply it will over. That's all. Next question, read. Everybody. Give the reaction involved during extraction of zinc from its ore. So zinc is present in what ore? Everybody. Zinc is present in
Oxide.
sulfide ore and oxide ore. Yes, Mr. Yes or no, is there as roasting?
Yes, sir.
Roasting of zinc means it is a what ore? Everybody. Sulfide ore or
Sulfide.
Oxide.
mind should say immediately if it is a roasting sulfide ore. So presence of oxygen or like absence of oxygen. Presence of oxygen.
Presence.
Sulfide. Roasting means presence of oxygen. Calcination means absence of oxygen. So tell me, no clue. This is also one of the very important question. Why, sir? Everybody observe the question. Is there any information regarding ores here? No information regarding ores. Do you remember everyone? So unless the tabular column which is given by Reddy sir, will you be able to find that? You must need to know the sulfide ore and zinc ore. Otherwise, very few people only can answer this question. Why means I don't know the ore. What is the ore also I don't know. What is the zinc ore I don't know. Then what I can do in the exam? That is what is my situation. So roasting of zinc means the ore, two ores are there for zinc. One is zinc sulfide, another one is what? Zinc carbonate. If I don't know this itself, what I can do? I have to go and sleep. Yes, Mr. Kaushik, go and sleep somewhere. The tabular column I have given for nine ores. Mind always has to remember the tabular column. Then only you can do something. Otherwise, what you can do? Olden days, they used to mention everything and ask you to solve. Now, nothing. Simply they are putting the question. See that's why I'm saying one of the important question it is. It is. Solve it now. So, zinc sulfide. What is the common name of zinc sulfide, everybody? Yes, please.
Zinc blend.
Yeah, zinc blend. So, open air, excessive air, it has to be. So, what is the products will come? Everybody. Zinc oxide plus
Zinc.
sulfur
Sulfur
Sulfur.
dioxide. Okay. First roasting, and then further if you want it, then it will undergoes what? Oxidation reaction. Sorry, yes or no? All of you. Sorry, reduction, not oxidation. We have to undergo what? Next step. Array, what is this nonsense? Okay, gas. Mention it. SO2 gas. Balance it, everybody. So 2ZNS gives you, react with the 3O2, gives you 2ZNO plus 2SO2. Is it okay, everybody? Yes or no? All of you. Next, after that, reduction process will take place. What is reduction process? Zinc oxide reacting with the carbon. So reduction means here we are using which metal? Coke. Non-metal. Coke means carbon, which will give you zinc plus carbon monoxide. Am I right, guys? Everybody? Yes or no? Yes. Next, calcination of zinc ore. What is the calcination of zinc ore? Zinc carbonate. So zinc carbonate, absence of air or presence of air? Calcination. Absence of air. It will give you zinc oxide plus carbon monoxide or carbon dioxide? Carbon
Monoxide.
monoxide. Super. International level it is. Roasting of zinc only will give you carbon monoxide. Understanding? Sorry, carbon dioxide. This is here. We'll get carbon dioxide first. And then only we'll make it actually. Reduction reaction only will get it carbon monoxide. So reduction reaction, what will happen? Zinc oxide react with the carbon, which will form what, guys? Zinc plus carbon monoxide gas. Further reduction, this carbon monoxide itself, it will work. Am I right or wrong? Everybody, verify it. Am I right or is? Be very careful. Make sure complete it fastly now. So roasting of zinc ore and calcination of zinc ore. Very perfectly how to know. Nothing you are supposed to make mistake. Any equations means You have to make your mind very constant. Equations, you are not supposed to commit any error at any time. Very serious. Solve it. Check it, everybody. Zinc carbonate, it will form carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide. Everybody. Carbon dioxide. Even third equation I have written. This carbon monoxide, further this carbon monoxide gas, which will be acting like a reducing agent. Am I right or wrong? Further reducing agent, and it will be converting into zinc plus carbon dioxide. Am I right, Mitakshri? Further reducing agent.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this equation many people don't know, but if you know, it's okay, happy. But at least these are two equations you all to know. That is what. Unless you write and practice, it will never come. That's what I'm saying. Check it. Extraction of middle in the activity series. Two metals. One is zinc and another one is iron. So that is what it is. Please make sure, unless you are very perfect in equations, you cannot make anything in the exam. You must solve equations perfectly. You are not supposed to give chance to anybody to cut the mark in equations. You practice equation. What else business you have? Only study purpose only you are there. You are only doing study. No other business you have. Write and practice. Equation, nobody is supposed to commit the mistake. Next question, read fastly. Everybody. Finish it and make it. A metal M does not liberate hydrogen from acids, but react with oxygen to give a black color product. Identify M and black color product and also explain the reaction of M with oxygen by reading a word called as black color. By reading a word
Copper
called as
oxide.
black color.
Copper.
Only one black substance we have. Black color substance with oxygen. What is that? Chapter number 1 also it will come. What is that, everybody? Yes.
Copper oxide.
Copper oxide.
Chapter 1, we are burning the copper before oxidation and reduction reaction. Check it, everybody. It is there or not? All of you. Verify it. Yes. So give a black color compound. So identify M and black color product and also explain the reaction of M with a thing. What is the M, everybody? Copper. Okay. Now, M does not liberate hydrogen from acids. So means M reacting with acid, dilute acid actually. So no reaction. Am I right or wrong? Everybody, please respond. So, but this M react, that M is only, I can say, copper. So now this M react with oxygen. So it will form a black color compound. So what is the name of this one? Cupric oxide.
Copper oxide.
We can say copper oxide. Copper oxide, what is another name? Verify it. Cupric oxide. Correct? Everybody, balance it. That is what it is. So please make sure it. So the tabular column, again tabular column. Always tabular column. That's what I will say. Tabular column, if you know, you people are very clear. Many times you'll get the things. So copper, check it, everybody. Copper only, all of you. Yes or no? All of you see that. So copper is Pb reacts with what? All of you check it. Lead. Lead reacts with a concentrated HCl to give H2. That is also one of the important question. But you can see copper and Hg, mercury, do not react with the dilute acids. So as we are our concept itself, reaction with acids kadayal. What acids? Everybody, dilute acids. So copper. How I can identify copper? Because they're saying reacting with oxygen, it will gives you black color compound. That black color compound only we used to call it as cupric oxide. Am I right, everybody? Yes or no? Or we can say copper oxide. So page number, chapter number 1, page number, all of you open. Page number 8, I think. Yeah, page number 12, you can check it. So copper is reacting with oxygen, it will form copper oxide. This copper oxide only we used to call as black copper 2 oxide. Am I right, everybody? Black copper 2 oxide. Check it, everybody. Copper oxide, or we can say copper 2 oxide. Yes, Harish? This is only called as cupric oxide. Correct or not, Amma? All of you? Yes. So page number 12, you can check it, chapter number 1. Before oxidation and reduction reaction, we used to study that. So that is what I'm saying. Tabular column always makes you to do it. I don't know how many of you learned this tabular column, but there will be a question 100% from this tabular column in our board exam also. That is what. So over. So balance the equations clear. So this is the answer for 56th question. Make sure complete it everyone. Understand and solve please. Clear over everybody? Yes. Complete, Amma. Many big questions are there. Please make sure over. Next question. A element forms an oxide A2O3. See, this is not compound, guys. Remember, some element which will form oxide. That is what? A2O3. Okay. And which is a acidic in nature. So from that itself, you will understand. Acidic in nature means it is a non-metal or metal. Everybody. Respond,
Non-metal.
non-metal. Because all the metal oxides are what? All the metal
Basic.
oxides are what?
Basic
Basic. Metal oxides are basic oxides. Basic oxides. Non-metal oxides are either acidic oxides or neutral oxides. That is why. So A2O3 is forming so that identify A as a metal or non-metal. What is that, everybody? A is a what?
Non-metal.
All of you. A is a non-metal. That is what? Because it is acidic oxide, acidic in nature. That's all it is. Over. Clear? Next, last question in short answer question. So a solution of copper sulfate was kept in an iron pot. So by this time you can say this is a what reaction? I can say it.
displacement reaction.
Reaction. Because copper sulfate iron. After few days, the iron pot was found to have number of holes in it. Explain the reason in terms of reactivity. Write the equation of the reaction. What is that reaction actually? It is the displacement reaction. So as we all knows that iron is more reactive than copper. So what will happen, guys? Fe